Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kesha Ponia Permana and I want to present my project is Free and Morpheme Part 1. What is morpheme? Morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit in a language. For example, voice, unhappy, and helpful. Next is type of morpheme. Free morpheme and bond morpheme. Free morpheme can stand alone as individual words. Bond morpheme cannot stand alone as individual words. Example free morpheme: book, run, happy. Example bond morpheme: us in books, at in played, less in hopeless. Next is type free morpheme: functional and lexical. Okay, next, lexical morpheme. Lexical morpheme is a morpheme that carries lexical meaning, which means it has an independent dictionary type meaning. Lexical morphemes are noun, flower, phone, car. Adjective: angry, beautiful, sweet. Verb: jump, sleep, and talk. Next is functional morpheme. Functional morpheme is a function word. It helps connect or recognize the meaning lexical word in a sentence but doesn't have an independent meaning by itself. They include preposition in, and, at, under, and after, conjunction, and, but, because, although, and, or, article, a, an, the, this, and that. Next is bond morpheme. Bond morpheme is a morpheme that cannot stand alone as a word. It must be attached to another morpheme, a root or base word, to convey meaning. Next is affixes. Prefix, suffix, circumfix, and infix. Prefix: an affix that is added to the beginning of a word. For example, im in impossible, this is disagree, over in overtook. Suffix: an affix that is added to the end of a word. For example, er in runner, men in enjoyment, able in readable. Circumfix: a two-part affix consisting of a prefix and a suffix that together surround the word stem. For example, be and earth in the beloved. Infix: an affix that is inserted inside a word. Next is derivational morpheme. Derivational morphemes are morphemes that are added to a base word to create a new word with a different meaning or different grammatical category, such as changing a noun into an adjective or a verb into a noun. For example, happy plus ness equals happiness, teach plus are equals teacher, create plus if equals creative, un plus lucky equals unlucky. Next is inflectional morpheme. Inflectional morphemes are morphemes that are added to a base word to show grammatical information such as tense, number, position, or comparison without changing the word's meaning or lexical categories. For example, play plus us equal plays, third person singular. Book plus us equals books, possessive. Tall plus are equals taller, comparative. Tall plus us equals tals, superlative, work plus ed equals worked, past tense, study plus ing equals studying, present participle. Next, part 2, case study 1. I am like going to covered place, but my friend likes them. Next, morpheme and its classification. I, phimorpheme, and bonmorpheme, like phimorpheme, go phimorpheme, ing bonmorpheme, to phimorpheme, pro phimorpheme, at bonmorpheme, place phimorpheme, as bonmorpheme, bad phimorpheme, my phimorpheme, friend phimorpheme, like phimorpheme, as bonmorpheme, and them phimorpheme. Next, case study 2. A local English magazine editor confused the following pairs. Pairs 1. Manage management, 2. Talk talking, 3. Hope hopeful, 4. Play played. Next, morpheme identification. Man in management in derivational, in talking in inflectional, full in hopeful in derivational, at it played in is inflectional. Next, case study 3. A student claimed that when in the past tense of go because of the at rule, you are asked to evaluate this statement. The relationship between go and when is an example of subtraction. The student claimed that when in the past tense of go due to the at rule. This is incorrect because when does not following the regular rules of English morphology. Regular past tense formation is formed by adding the inflectional suffix at or at to the verb base form. For example, play played, walk walked. The student claimed that when in the past tense of go do the at rule. Suppression is a process whereby a root morpheme is replaced by an inverted form in order to indicate a grammatical contrast. For example, go, good, better, bad, worse. Next, suppression is a process whereby root morpheme is replaced by an unrelated form in order to indicate a grammatical contrast. For example, eat, at, go, when, be, was, or were. Next, how suppletive forms are represented in meta lexicon. In morphological theory, the meta lexicon is the structure of word and morpheme in the brain. Suppletive forms are considered memorized, stored as whole individual lexical item in the meta lexicon. The brain stores the entire word from a pointer that links it the appropriate inflectional feature. Unlike residual form, it tends to be generated by the rule when needed. For example, play played, walk walked, jump jumped, talk talked. Next, theory. Suppletive forms are stored as separate lexic interests because their relationship cannot be captured by regular morphological process. Lieber in Introduction Morphology 2010. case study 4, you encountered this expression in a student essay: greenhouse effect, blackboard, smartphone, pickpocket. Next, discomposition. Greenhouse effect equals green plus house plus effect. Blackboard equals black plus board. Smartphone equals smart plus phone. Pickpocket equals pick plus pocket. Compound classification. Greenhouse effect endocentric, blackboard endocentric, smartphone endocentric, pickpocket exocentric. Next, how meaning is formed in compound. The formation of meaning in a compound word is largely determined by its type of structure. Endocentric compound, for example, greenhouse effect, blackboard, smartphone. In this kind of compound, the overall meaning is centered on the head word, usually the final morpheme in English, such as effect, board, phone. The head indicates the main class or categories compound. Next, the modifier. The first or not head element, for example, greenhouse, black, smart, function to narrow down on describe the specific kind within that class. For example, a smartphone is a type of phone that has advanced or smart features. Next, stress pattern. In English, the main way to tell the difference between a compound noun written as one word or unit and an adjective plus noun phrase to separate words is by looking at the stress placement. The position of the stress can completely change the meaning. Blackboard compound refers to a specific object or word, a board used for writing. Blackboard adjective plus noun phrase means any board that happens to be black in color. Greenhouse effect compound describe an environmental effect caused by gases trapping heat. Greenhouse effect adjective plus noun phrase could mean an effect related to any house that is green. Next, theories. Endocentric construction share the same grammatical function as one of its parts, while an eccentric construction does not. Bloomfield, 1933, language, 2025. Compound nouns in English usually carry primarily stress on the first element, while phrases tend to have stress on the second. Sky and Heller, 1968, The Sound Pattern of English, 17. And the last one is case study 5. In this case, the focus is on analyzing the morphological structure of the word unbelievableness. This word is quite interesting because it made up of several smaller parts or morphemes that work together to form a complete meaning. By breaking it down, it becomes clear how English words are constructed and how their meaning can shift to prefix and suffix. This is the tree diagram. The morphological tree diagram visually represents this formation, At the bottom, the root belief combines with the suffix able. Then, the prefix "an" attached to the new adjective. At the top, the suffix "ness" complete the noun form. These hierarchical orders show that each morpheme connects in a specific sequence according to morphological rules. To sum up, unbelievableness demonstrates how English words can be developed step by step for smaller, meaningful units. Understanding this structure is helpful not only for linguistic analysis but also for expanding vocabulary and improving comprehension. Morphological tree diagram make this relationship visibly, showing exactly how meaning is built through layers of morpheme. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.